Hello! Soundcore has just changed the game again. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, today we got another one from our friends at Soundcore. You see, while I was gone doing a little something, Soundcore dropped their latest and greatest, the Soundcore Frames. And they were so kind enough to send this out for me to check out and review. But in no other way am I being compensated for this video. Now, since Soundcore is no stranger to the channel, I know you guys have heard of their earbuds and their headphones. So being very familiar with the brand, I know they're not going to step into a new category without hitting it out of the park. These Soundcore Frames are Soundcore's first ever audio eyewear. They combine thinner and lightweight arms, immersive listening experience with a choice of 10 different stylish frame options. A patented open surround sound system designed with 4 speakers positioned in front and behind your ears are paired with a custom audio processor and to produce immersive and spatial sound without blocking out the world. With most headphones or earbuds, they have an option called transparency mode or ambient mode, so you get that option of hearing your outside world, you know, when you're running, when you're jogging, when you just want to hear a conversation. Whereas with these, since the speakers are on the stems, there's nothing that's going to be blocking your ears. You're going to be able to hear the outside world crystal clear, as well as your music, your podcast, or anything that you're listening to directly off the Soundcore Frames. So here's a look at the 10 different frame options that are available at soundcore.com. A starter kit with 1 pair of frames is going to run you about $200. Or because the lenses are interchangeable, you can pick up an additional frame for $50. So basically, you could have 2 great looking sunglasses for about $250. Any high-end pair like Ray-Bans are going to cost you around that price, if not even more. Plus, if you want to get the lenses polarized, that's going to be an additional cost. Whereas these lenses that come from Soundcore are going to be polarized and they come with a blue light filter. So you're getting premium features at a very reasonable price. Now, you can even go to the Soundcore website and you can try each frame on virtually. So you can pick that perfect frame style. So just as with their buds or their headphones, you can control these bad boys via voice or touch controls. And of course, you can customize all that via the Soundcore app. But ladies and gents, we have 3 different boxes that we gotta check out.
You know what time it is.
Boxy time. All right, so front of the box, typical Soundcore fashion, looking very elegant itself. Left side of the box, once again, 20 million plus people love this brand. Right side of the box, open surround sound system, gives a nice little diagram as to how these bad boys are going to work. And then on the back, of course, goes a lot more details about the interchangeable frames with quick release, spacious sound via open surround sound system, 2 mics for clear calls, 5.5 hour playtime. They are also IPX4 water resistant, so if you're out and about and it's starting to rain, it's not a big deal for these Soundcore frames. They got you covered. And then of course in the box we got the interchangeable frame, audio temples, Soundcore Frames case, magnetic charging cable, and a cleaning cloth. All right, so let's crack the seal and see what we got inside. Soundcore, your presentation is always on point. So here's going to be their tour style frames. Let's take those out. And then here's where we're going to attach them to. So we got a quick rundown right here of how to set them up. We got some tips right here and then how to turn them on manually. Then of course, their friendly customer service team is here to help if you need any other assistance. So in this box should be the case. And then here we have the quick start guide and our charging cable. All right, let's check out this case. Okay. It'll do. I mean, it's not the typical, it's a hard shell case, but it's not the typical hard shell case. So, but yeah, it'll do. Should do a decent job at protecting your new Soundcore frames. Here we have the How Do We Sound booklet, the quick start guide, and the terms and conditions booklet. Here's the proprietary charging cable, USB-A on one side, and then the charging points on the other side. And of course, they connect and they charge via magnets. All right, so there's a closer look at the stems. Underneath, we have those charging points right there. So I don't know if the camera can pick that up right there, but there's gonna be our 2 speakers. We got one that's firing down towards our ear, and then one behind our ear that's gonna be firing towards the ear. Here's a closer look at the tour lenses. So connecting these bad boys should be fairly easy, just push into place. Easy, man. And that's it. Installed, man. How cool is that? totally changing the game forever. All right, so now that we got it all installed, now is the fun part. I'm gonna test these out, come back to you guys and gals, and let you guys know exactly what I think. So with the magic of video editing, I'll be right back with you. All right, so being a first generation product, Soundcore, you did a pretty good job. However, it is not perfect. I'm very afraid of losing this cable because without it, I cannot charge my Soundcore frames. I just wish that it had USB Type-C to charge the frames, but I don't know, maybe in a future generation. Also, these stems, in my opinion, they're just too long. I mean, these are my Arnett sunglasses that I've had for years, and these fit me perfectly. And as you can see them side by side, yeah, there's a big difference. But then again, compared to the Bose frames, these stems are a lot thinner and they look just like normal sunglasses. So kudos to Soundcore for fitting all the technology in such a small stem. But the last negative thing I gotta say about these stems are gonna be the touch panels. They're definitely not 100% accurate. However, I found myself not using the touch panels really at all. And that is because there's a laboratory feature in the app to where if you turn it on, you don't gotta touch anything. You just gotta verbally say, turn up volume, turn down volume, play music, pause music, next track, previous track, and so on and so forth. And honestly, I think it works a lot more accurately than the touch panels themselves. Another cool feature that works is going to be the wear detection. I tried to trick the device, but it works. I mean, you put the glasses on, it connects to your phone, you take them off, it disconnects. Now, as far as the speakers and the sound quality goes, well, it's pretty good for being sunglasses. I would definitely put them on par, if not a little bit better, to what Bose has to offer. You're not gonna get barely if any bass, but the mids and highs are crisp and they are clear. Now, as far as any audio delay from when you're watching movies or you're watching some YouTube, I didn't notice any delay whatsoever. Also, as far as call quality goes, well, it was pretty darn good. I mean, yes, there's no sound cancellation whatsoever, at least not as far as I can tell, but it does isolate the sound of my voice as I was talking to my wife and my wife's voice pretty darn well. So overall, Handsome Nation, for this being their first time in the frames category, Soundcore did a pretty good job. So with the holidays quickly approaching, I mean, if you're in the market for some pretty cool looking glasses that are polarized and have a blue light filter and have some added perks like a Bluetooth connectivity, then I think you should pick these up. Of course, links to everything will be down in the description below. But if you want to check out my everyday carry earbuds from Soundcore, then go ahead and click or tap on the screen. But until next time, Handsome Nation, thank you and have a good one.